Hi guys, it's Miss Jess, and today we are going to read Davey's Big Race by Sherry Serino. Alright. It's a boy, cheered the herd of seahorses as Winnie and Derby watched with pride. Their tiny seahorse son wrapped his long tail around a strand of seaweed. We will name him Davey after his grandfather. After all, he comes from a long line of race seahorses. At Coral Ranch, Davey loved to help his father pull seaweed, fix the fences, and clean the seahorse stable. There was always so much to do. See them working? Winnie and Derby knew that Davey was different from other seahorses. He didn't see well, but he swam quickly. Davey soon had an eye patch of his very own. And there's Davey with his eye patch. Sitting on the coral fence, Davey asked, "Daddy, what did you do when you were a little seahorse?" "I liked to swim, and one day I entered the seahorse race, just like my father," said Derby. "You come from a very long line of racing seahorses. Your grandfather was even a champion." "Daddy, I can swim fast. I want to be a champion," said the little seahorse. There they are talking. Every day, Davey practiced racing all the way to the seahorse crossing. "Whee!" laughed Davey. "Look how fast I am." Derby cheered. "Faster, Davey. You will be racing soon." The creatures at Seahorse Crossing were not very friendly. They started to laugh at Davey. "You're a tiny, odd creature," said the large, spotted octopus. "You don't look like any of the seahorses I've ever seen." Davey wondered, why are the other fish so mean? There they are being mean to him. That night, Davey asked "Daddy, why do the other fish laugh at me?" Derby replied, "You might not see well, but you are no different than the other seahorses. You even swim faster than most." Davey was a brave little seahorse that didn't give up easily. He knew what he had to do. And there's a picture. He's looking at all the trophies of his great-granddad, his granddad, and his dad. At Seahorse Crossing, two large seahorses laughed at Davey and said, "Where are you going? We don't want you here." "I can swim faster than you," said Davey. The larger seahorses swam fast, but Davey swam even faster. He could not be caught. And look at him beating the bigger seahorses. Davey and Derby practiced racing together around Seahorse Track. Davey could hear his father next to him, but he could not always see him. "Davey, swim to the inside of the track," called Derby. "Swim as fast as you can." Davey quickly swam to the inside and crossed the finish line in record time. It was finally time to enter the seahorse race. On the day of the seahorse race, Davey stood proudly at the starting line. He was the smallest seahorse of all. When the whistle blew to start the race, Davey quickly swam to the inside of the track. He could not always see the other seahorses, but he listened and he could hear them near. Davey swam faster and faster with each turn around the track. When he heard the other seahorses, he swam even faster. And there's Davey, the little one, and here are all the big fish. To everyone's surprise, Davey crossed the finish line first. The crowd cheered, "Hooray! Hooray for Davey! You won!" Davey felt proud and knew that he could do anything if he was brave enough to try. He knew that for today and for always, he was a champion. And you see the big fish, the big seahorses, and there's Davey about to cross the finish line. Ooh. Davey went on to win many more trophies, as it was an exciting time for the little seahorse. As he grew older, he remembered racing as some of the best days of his life. But Daisy's best day of his life was yet to come. "It's a boy!" cheered the herd of seahorses. Davey watched with pride as his tiny seahorse son wrapped his long tail along the tall strand of seaweed. "We will name him Derby after his grandfather. After all, he comes from a long line of racing seahorses." So there's Davey's little son now. The end. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that book, Davey's Big Race, and we will read another book just like this on Thursday. See you tomorrow.